Wallo, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Man, Max, appreciate you having me, man. I'm doing outstanding. I'm in LA. It's hot. It's a great day, Sun is out.
It is a great day. The sun is out. It's beautiful, beautiful city. And but you're from my home city, are you not? New York.
No, I'm from Philly, but
You're from Philly.
all this, we all connected over there.
That's true.
New York, Philly, Baltimore, DC.
East Coast
Everything
vibes.
is right there. Everything.
Amen. Well, dude, I'm so excited to learn about you because we got the email, the pitch came in. You sounded like a fascinating character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. You seem legit. And I'm very excited to celebrate your new book. Yes to you, no to them. Super important topics. So let's just dive right in. If somebody feels like they are stuck in life, what would you say is the first thing that they need to stop tolerating?
Number one, stop saying yes too much. That's most people's problems. They always saying yes. They making all these commitments because yes is like a contract. Yes is an agreement. Yes is a commitment to other people, to other things, to things outside of you. And sometimes them yeses can interfere with your goals, can interfere with your journey, can interfere with your finances, could just interfere with your life all types of way, And I think a lot of people don't be understanding them yeses is dangerous sometimes. You got to do, I'll be at your party this week. Yeah, I'm going to go to your wedding. He's like, yo, his wedding is like in Hawaii somewhere, man, or like Brazil. You tell me you agreed to go to the wedding. Like, it's cool to be like, no, I can't make it. No, I don't want to go. But I think no, the way no has been designed to us is no is connected to a lot of disappointment. It's like rocky waters, man. When that no comes, so people be afraid of no because they're like, I don't want this person not to like me. I don't want it to mess our friendship up. I don't want to have to argue. I don't want this person to be resentful. So it's all this stuff that's connected to you. No, but yes is just so easy. Because what yes do is yes downplay your needs and take care of somebody else. But no take care of you. And
Well, that's powerful.
but people scared. People scared to let no take care of them because they too worried about and concerned about being liked, being accepted, or being rejected. No got a lot of that stuff. So it's like, the first thing you got to do is just start choosing you more. Stop saying yes a lot. Start saying no more.
I like that. What is the cost being paid when you spread yourself too thin?
Oh man, time, energy, loss of you just lose out on a lot of stuff because you're spreading yourself thin, and you had a lot of you're being of service to people, places, and things, and you're not being of service to yourself. Because you got to think about it. If you're my friend and every time you want to go out, come on, let's go out to the bar. I'm coming out every night. I'm spending money. I'm getting hammered. Now I got to have hangovers. I got to reprogram myself every day. I'm done. Like, I'm doing this all the time with you, just like we going out there getting smashed and shit. I got to wake up the next morning and try to, I got to reprogram myself, get myself together. It's all this time I'm taking. That time I was out with you every night, I could have been doing some research. I could have been working on a book. I could have been working on a film. I could have been working on whatever I'm working on. I could have just been home making me a great meal and getting some good rest. Or I could have been somewhere working out. So, I just think like you lose a lot.
Yeah. And it also, it feels really good to break plans.
Man, listen, you ever notice how you might tell somebody you coming somewhere doing something and you don't do it? And you just like, and especially when you're able to think about like, damn, you know what? I got so much done not going there. Like I cleaned the house up. I took a shower, made me a meal. I read a book. I watched the documentary, whatever it may be. But you was like, if I would have went out with him, I'd have been set back because I still got to come back here and clean this house. I still got to, It just be a lot.
Yeah. Well, how do you balance that? Because, we talk a lot as a wellness podcast, and we talk a lot about, the variables, the factors that help people today live longer, live better. And we hear a lot again and again that, people today have a sense of feeling profoundly disconnected from others. And that connection, feeling connected to one another is really important when it comes to living a long time. And like our devices, social media, it presents the illusion of connection. It allows us to communicate, but it doesn't really facilitate like connection,
I think everybody got comfortable with being by themselves because they feel as though they got the world at the palm of their hands. So they feel as though they're not by themselves. But in reality, like you said, we need each other in order for the world to work. And it's nothing like having a good person around you, whether it's your mate, whether it's a family member, having somebody around you that you love, you trust, somebody you communicate with, you can share thoughts with, go places with. So that's very important, but it's like, I think people they let the devices take over. Now everybody just think like, I don't need you. I gotta find a new you. Because there's somebody on this device that's better than you, or whether it's relationship-wise, or better friend, or more cooler. It's crazy, man. But people that's where they at these days.
How much of burnout would you say is caused by an inability to say no?
I think it's a lot. Because you gotta think about it. You say yes to me for something, right, that you really didn't want to say yes to, but you ain't want to have a conflict. You ain't want to go through an argument. You ain't want to go through something. Now you stressed out about it because you like, damn, do I really want to go? I'm tired. I really want to lay, or whatever it may be. Do I really want to loan him this money knowing he's not going to pay me back? He still owe me money from before. I really want to say, a lot of people don't have enough balls to speak up for themselves.
That's true.
People don't, and it's like, everybody want to be accepted. It's like, why do I want to be accepted by somebody that just keep taking advantage of me? Like, I just think the power of no is like something special, man. Like that no is magical. And you just got to be ready to pull the trigger on it. Or if not, you're going to age yourself. You're going to deteriorate yourself trying to be everything for everybody else. Like I think, and then I think like with social media, it's like we've been told so much bullshit that like everybody is like lost. Everybody thinks it's hustle culture. I'm like, people are like, damn, Wallo, you do a lot. How do you do a lot? I said, I believe in 3 and 9. On 3 months, off 9 months. Meaning, within 90 days of a year, you take them 90 days and you find ways to get accomplished what you want to do. You want to do a book. You want to do whatever it may be. You want to run in a marathon. You want to start being a chef. I don't know. How do you do everything you need to do if it's the chef content, cooking food? How do you do all that in 90 days? So you can have the rest of the days of the year to yourself. I don't believe in hustle, hustle, hustle. I believe in you got up early in the morning, you was tired, lay back down. But you design your life to where as though you have things in order. Okay, bet. I'm filming on Thursday and Sunday. The other days, I can do whatever I want to do. I ain't got to be stressed out. I already got my schedule structured. When I wake up Friday morning, I go back to sleep if I want to. I believe in rest. Like, I don't believe in, oh, no, keep it. No, I'm tired. I'll get back to this tomorrow. I think that preserve you. Because you got people out here in their 30s looking like they're 60.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Because you got to think about it. The lack of sleep, the alcohol, the drugs, all this other shit you got going on. The stress, all these yeses today. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're talking about self-care.
Yes. So it's like people don't even think about that. People don't say, dang, you know what? Like me, I get excited when I travel around the country and I stay at certain places, certain hotels. I'm like, yo, man, I know when I go to New Orleans, stay at the Four Seasons, they got one of the best showers in the country. I know SLS in Miami had one of the best showers. I know the London and LA got one of the best power, because I'm big on powerful showers, like the water coming down hard. Because ain't not like when you lather up in that thing. Like me, I'm big on resting. So when I get in that powerful shower, it's hot. Step out the shower, lather up real good, got all that soap over me. Get back under the water, soap just come off and the dirt come off me. I rinse real good, put the towel off, dry off, and I just go lay down. I feel free. It's everything.
Sounds nice.
You know what I mean? If it's one of the joints at the balcony, had to open a little bit, that little breeze hit. I got one of the best sleeps in my life in LA. I was staying at the London hotel, and I came out the shower. I'll never forget. I came out the shower, and I forget what I was doing that day. I was doing a bunch of stuff, whatever, running around. I came out the shower, and I laid on the bed, and the balcony was cracked a little bit. That breeze was blowing through. I slept like a baby, man. It's legendary. So me, I'm big on sleeping. I'm big on resting. I don't have no problem with resting. You know, everybody, oh, you sleep when you die. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm sleeping right now because I'm tired. You know, and I think that's my thing. That's why when I hear people, oh, you got listen, let me explain something to you. If you're gonna shoot a podcast, how many hours how long is your podcast minimum?
Like an hour.
Hour, right? So just think about this. 24 hours in a day. You gotta think about it. If you say, damn, each day, when I'm up, I'm gonna take 2 hours out of a day for a month straight, right? 2 hours out of a day for a month straight. Or you can say whatever, hour and a half, whatever. 2 hours out of a day for a month straight. And I'm gonna shoot 2 episodes a day for a month straight. At the end of the month, you got enough episodes for the whole year. You got 60 episodes. It's only 52 weeks in a year. You drop one a week, you done. Think about that. If you got with your partner, you just came up, did your research on the web, found 60 different topics to talk about. You can sit here for have your whole thing written out, how you want to do it, what you want to talk about, how you want a piece of paper too. Boom, set it right here. And in a month, you fulfill. All you got to do is get somebody to edit them. Once they get edited, it's a wrap. You get them edited, you got 60 episodes, your life is made. All you just need, you get some ad placements, come up here, take another however time, fill all them spots with the ads, read the ad, do the ad reads. This is genius life. Boom, 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 I'm maxing. And I mean, have you ever used Gillette razors? They're the greatest at whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you look up, you got your life. And then you say, I took a month and did that. You see what I'm saying? Or you can say, all right, I took a month and did that. And while I was taking that month and did that, I added another half an hour to my day and I just recorded a book. Meaning, you sat there and you just talked in a memo. Say you got an idea of a book. You just talked it. Back and forth, whatever characters, you break everything down, get an editor. They're going to take all that. You think about it. Half an hour a day. When it's all said and done, you're going to have 15 hours. You're going to have 15 hours worth of audio. That could go into a book.
Yeah.
So now, in a month, you did 60 podcast episodes in the book.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about that. So now so my whole thing is that's why I specialize in 3 and 9. 3 months on, 9 months off. You got to figure out the days that you just want to sleep, you just don't want to get up. Like you got to figure that out. I don't think people understand the 3 and 9 process because it's like you don't need all year to do, especially if you're independent. I mean, like when I say independent, I mean if you got entrepreneur, you got your own thing, you don't have to check in the clock and 9 to 5. If you just out here floating doing your own thing, you do the 3 to 9, it'll change your life. Because now you can say, okay, bet. I go on vacation for a month somewhere, you know. I could do something. You might be like, damn, you know what? Let me do a deal with Airbnb, man, where I could do some ad reads. I'm going to do some ad reads for Airbnb and its airlines or something, see if I get how to get to connect. I get the flight taken care of. I get the Airbnb taken care of for that month, whatever, based off of my ad reads. And then I do another deal with Whole Foods or something. So now when I'm at the Airbnb or market, whatever the market, I go get my food, make my food. I get a free trip for a month just to relax.
Yeah, you got to be hyper efficient. You got to be efficient if you're trying to be an entrepreneur. You either lock in or you clock in this life. You know, you either lock in like whatever
you're clock in. A lot of people can't get no problem clocking in on somebody else's time. A lot of people is dream makers out here.
It's true.
They make other people's dreams come true.
Yeah, too many people. Mm-hmm. Most people hate their jobs. It's a problem.
Yeah, they do. That's why a lot of people is quiet quitting.
They quiet quit.
They right there. They come to work every day, but they ain't doing shit. They already got everybody that came. These people in the cubicle came to the greens. We ain't doing that. We slowing it down.
Damn, it's a problem.
And sometimes companies don't even understand it because it's the pace. Everybody on the same pace, so they don't understand. Everybody in here operating at 35%. They tired of this shit. They want raises. And when you think about it, Max, The pandemic slowed everything down. Had people like, what? People had attitudes, the fact that they had to go back to work. They thought they ain't had to go back to work ever in life. They was like, I could do it from home, so I could just do me, lay in the bed, be on my computer, chill, go to sleep, wake up. As long as I'm logged in on the computer on. It was like, people said they had to come back to work. They take that as offensive. Like, what? How dare you tell me to come back to work?
You need to get your rent paid.
It's deep. You know what I mean? So it's like,
my rent ain't paying itself.
a lot of people just ain't going for this shit. But you know, some people like, no, I'm going to create the life that I want while I'm here. How old is you, Max?
I just turned 44.
You just turned 44. It's a good chance you'll be dead in 50 years.
Very good chance.
Live. That's what I'm telling people. Like, all right, think about this. In 50 years, probably in 50 years, probably 75% of in 50 years, probably a good 60% of the people that's on the planet are going to be dead. Think about that.
It's crazy.
Think about that.
I don't want to think too hard about it. It's kind of sad, but yeah, it's death and taxes, you know?
Think about it.
The only guarantees.
And 50, because you got to think about it. There's a baby that was born today that's going to be 50 years old in 50 years. If I live to be 50 years old, if I live for 50 more years, I'll be 97. My grandma 92. My uncle was 94 when he passed. So ain't no telling. I might got a chance. But think about that. Most people going, all type of illnesses, all type of stuff gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it's like life just gonna happen. So I be looking at people like, what the fuck is you gonna do while you here? You better do something now. What you waiting for? Waiting to die? Because we all waiting to die. Like we all gonna be a memory. And I'm cool with that. I have understanding of that. I think at a very young age, I always thought about it. You know, because I grew up in an environment where a lot of people was dying young, getting killed, you know, Philadelphia, you know, streets. So it was like, I always thought about that stuff, and I didn't think I was going to be able to make it, you know, because that was just the norm. And I was like, all right, cool, I just hope I have a nice funeral, saying to myself, you know what I mean? So it was like, I realized that, but people don't think like that. People think they got forever. You don't. And you got to say to yourself when you wake up in the morning, what do I want my legacy to be? What do I want to leave here on the planet? Me and you, Max, we already left something. We left literature. It'll be here forever. Literature is just books and stuff going to be here forever. I mean, digital file. Certain, you know, even the digital file going, the physical will be here. Somebody going to have it. But you say, what do I want to be known for? What do I want my legacy to be? How do I want to go out? Some people understand that, some people don't. Like I look at it like, man, I'm going to be talked about. I'm going to live forever because I left something here to be talked about. So through information, you can live forever. Through a strong name, you can live forever. But you think about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, you always live forever. No matter what you were some of the worst people on the planet, they still live forever because they still talked about. Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Certain people's name gonna bring fear. You know, so it's like, but you either got them, the people that did extraordinary things, or the people that did evil things. It ain't no in between.
You know, it's crazy. Like on paper, you and I come from very different backgrounds, but life has a way of teaching you these lessons. Like I grew up on the mean streets of Murray Hill in New York City. But my mom, you know, she was very sick. She got sick at a very young age. And so I learned in a very visceral way, very traumatic way, as have you, that time is guaranteed to nobody.
No, time. Listen, time don't like nobody. Time is not your friend. It don't have a feeling. It don't bleed. It don't think. It don't feel. Time is just time. It don't have no association, no partnership with nobody. That's one of the only things on this planet. Like air and time is two different things. Air is everywhere. Time is not. And people be thinking like, oh, time. No, time not your friend. Time not your family. Time don't have no association with you. Time don't give a fuck about you. So, it's like a lot of people just be out here floating and running around and they don't understand it. That's why, I live my life, Max. Whether you like me or don't, I don't give a fuck. That's what's different about me. I'm not here for everybody to like me. Think about this. There's 8.2 billion people on the planet. Do you know everybody don't like God? Ain't this deep? If you think of some of the nicest people got think of some of your favorite artists in the world. Everybody on the planet didn't buy the album. Everybody don't like them. Oh, I'm cool with that. Everybody ain't like Michael Jackson? Oh, cool.
I was just thinking Michael Jackson.
Everybody don't like Prince? All right, cool. Fuck it. Who the fuck? You think I care? I look at myself like I ain't do what they, but it's like I wasn't able, you understand, music is the most powerful form of art in the world. Because music influence, encourage, and motivate the athlete, the artist. Think about it, the chef. Music is the soundtrack to lives. That's the most powerful art in this world. People can say whatever they want to say, but I think that didn't film. And I think film became, not just film, just content, film, whatever. Because when you think about life, we live in a world now where music always superseded everything, but then it came a point in time where as though, it used to be music, then it came a point in time where as though people first listen with their eyes, then they listen with their ears. Think about that. So it became a battle, but the music is still different because music is like, it pushed so many people. It's that music that encouraged people through the hard time, that music you connect with. It's songs that you connect with when your mom was going through the hardship, when she was fighting for life. Anytime you hear, you're going to get emotional because music takes you to places that don't exist no more.
Yeah, who was it? Basquiat that said music is how we decorate time?
Think about it.
Yeah.
Because it's a moment in time. Like, there's certain songs I listened to when I was in prison, certain songs I listen to now that make me emotional or give me hype. But I just think, like, when I'm looking at all this stuff, it's like people don't take care of themselves enough because they taking care of everybody else. And they taking care of the ideas. They're curating and taking care of the ideas that people have for them.
Well, that's why I love the topic of your book. I mean, saying no is how you essentially reclaim ownership over your time.
Yes. I'm not coming. I'm not going to your party. I'm not going to this. I'm not doing that. No. You see what I'm saying? It's funny because I'll show you something real quick.
Yeah.
I put a post up today. Before you even look at it, like I put that up at what time? 12 o'clock?
12 hours ago, yeah. When was that?
You see the ink?
Damn.
Now watch this. Right here.
No, I'm not letting you loan some money that you can't pay back. No, I'm not coming to your party. No, I'm not letting you take advantage of my resources. No, your urgency is never going to be my emergency. No, I'm not going to sacrifice my goals to keep a relationship with you. No, I'm not buying that for you. No, I don't do events and show them for free. Let me know when you're ready to get my invoice. No, I won't abandon myself to please others. No, I won't allow someone else's expectations to be my obligations. No, I won't tolerate being spoken to disrespectfully. No, I won't make myself smaller so others can feel bigger. No, you can't have my phone number. No, I won't stay where I'm not valued. No, I won't jeopardize my financial stability to save yours. No, I can't co-sign for you. No, I'm not responding because you hating on social media and you looking for some attraction and some engagement. Being my marketing team. Haters is your marketing team. Thank you. No, I don't care that you don't like me or you think I'm fake or I'm not real because I became successful. And you only respect and think people that's real, that's always struggling, never get to the next level. No, I don't care. No, I can't be available 24/7. Would never happen.
Yeah. Man, here. I like that. Well, what do you say to people who listen to that and they're like, well, those are, you sound like a selfish person.
Oh, I don't care about that. That's none of my business. That's how you feel. That's your right, like your idea of me, that's none of my business. I don't care what I sound like. I'm choosing me. Sorry. Like, but into when you break it down, the word selfish, I sit back and think like selfish is a manipulation word. That's a word to tell somebody that choosing themselves is wrong. It's like they're trying to con you into not choosing yourself into choosing them. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Selfish. Like, who the fuck? Like, that don't even sound right.
You got to be selfish.
You better be.
Certainly sometimes.
Or you're done.
Yeah.
But me telling you no is that I don't want to do something for you is me being selfish. Yeah, well, thank you. I better be.
There was a great line from Sex and the City. I don't know how big of a fan of Sex.
That was a major show. I watched it.
Major show. But Samantha famously, she's breaking up with some really hot guy. I don't know. And but she decides in the moment to put her needs first, and she goes, "I love you, but I love me more."
Yes,
it's an iconic.
Everybody got a right to do that.
Yeah,
and it's gonna save you a lot of time and energy. Like a lot of this stuff, man. It's just like, man, people just be on bullshit, man.
Well, what do you think? What do you make of the psyche of somebody who vilifies being selfish? They don't put that they likely don't put themselves first enough.
Oh, no. Somebody that vilified, they just trying to con you. They just trying to con you out of choosing you. Like, let me just say you something, Max. If I gotta die, you gotta die. I gotta die, right? If right now God came down, whatever God that you choose to believe in, and he said, Max, somebody gotta die today. Either you or Wallo. I'm a dead motherfucker, ain't I? Ain't I? Ain't I?
Yeah, I'm not gonna choose myself.
Thank you. Thank you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I understand that. Because if it's the other way around, you're a dead motherfucker. You're going to die. I'm picking B, Max. You see what I'm saying? So everybody acting like they not. See, that's the selfish part. When everybody create this illusion that they're not going to choose them. It's not, that's fake. That's why this is going to be a big conversation. Yes, you will know to them. This is not just a book. This is a movement. This is a lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? This is the point, especially for a person at a certain place in their life where they're like, hold up, I've been stuck. Why are you stuck? How often you been choosing you? So,
Is there a time that comes to mind when you said yes to something that you later regretted?
Yeah, man, I say yes to a lot, man. Giving people money, all types of shit, being there for people, all types of shit, you know what I mean? But as I grew, I was like, fuck that, it's about me. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like this year, I really started choosing me a lot. Like, stop answering the phone, just stop, you know what I mean? Just like, I just stopped. Like, stop showing up places, like, just like, no, man, like me, I really like, in the last 9 years, this was the most I've been relaxed this year.
Wow.
Slept the most, slept great, ate good. This is my favorite year, man.
I'm not sure that many of my listeners might be familiar with your work, but for those in the audience who aren't, you've got a massive social media footprint.
Yes. Like
huge following,
yes.
Massive engagement. Talk to us about your background.
My background is I grew up Philadelphia. Young man, being impressionable, wanted to be down with the idea of what cool was. So at that point where I was living at, street culture was cool. Wound up getting in the streets. Started getting arrested June 30 of 1990 when I was 11 years old for a few days. Robbery, stuff like that. I never shot anybody, never physically hurt anybody, but I still caused hurt and maybe trauma due to my actions. So I'm accountable for that. I'm not trying to dumb down the fact that I committed crimes in America when I wasn't supposed to, and my crimes have affected people different ways, whether I shot them, didn't or not. It's still impact on crime to them, the community, their family. So I'm always apologetic for that. You know what I mean? I'm always accountable for my actions. So I don't want to dumb none of that down. So kept getting arrested. By the time I was 17, I spent 5 years in the juvenile system, in and out. By the time I was 17, I got sentenced in 19 and a half to 52 years for 2 armed robberies, 2 firearm violations. And I went in there and did my time. in the process of me doing my time, I started educating myself. I wasn't in jail, I was in Yale. I wasn't in prison, I was in Princeton. I wasn't in the state pen, I was in Penn State. I was educating myself. Started studying marketing. George Lois, he's the one that they did a story, the TV show Mad Men about. A great marketer. I already was a marketer growing up in the streets of Philadelphia, writing on walls. I was a marketer then. I didn't know I was an advertising agency then.
Wow.
But
what were you marketing at that point?
I was marketing me, my name, Wallo, you know what I mean, Wallo, writing on walls. So that's marketing, you know what I mean? Because if you ride through the bus, if I say, you know, you got billboards, but I'm on the walls and there's a bus line, you gonna see me. People would be like, damn, I'm like, I'm Wallo. Oh, you got it? So I didn't know it was different forms of marketing.
Like graffiti, like tag.
Yeah, graffiti tagging my name.
Yeah.
So, but
it's funny because I mean I grew up in New York City.
You know what time it is.
I went to public school my whole life, and so like I was kind of adjacent to
you know the writers,
that culture. Yeah.
All the people be walking had a thick market in their pocket. Pen.
Yeah.
So you know,
I even did some myself.
Yeah, when I'm in prison, I started studying marketing, advertising agencies, understanding that. Then I ran into my mentor, Anthony Bourdain, watching him on TV, The Parts Unknown, Layover, No Reservations. Just watching him religiously. And I'm like, hold up, the world is bigger than the hood. Once I realized that, I just started wanting more. And I knew that sometimes in the hood, we lack exposure.
Wow.
Like me, I'm not a person that, I ain't got time to be put in the blame game. I'm a dude that, I seen that growing up early in my life that America respects a successful criminal, not the dude that get caught. That's why if you always looked at the movies that they love, if you go ask the judge, go ask the federal judge or prosecutor, what's one of your favorite movies? They're going to say Godfather, Scarface. Because they always idolize Tony Soprano. They idolize that. So I seen that that's what I wanted to be growing up. I wanted to be a criminal because I wanted to steal the American dream because I'm the only dudes that got respect. They didn't respect the janitor that was walking down the street, but if you pulled up in a brand new Lincoln or a Cadillac, everybody was going to speak to you. So that was my thing. So, while I was in prison, just educate myself, looking at Anthony Bourdain, studying, writing ideas down. I said, I'm going to go out there and do something. I ran into a cell phone, a wireless hotspot in the iPod Touch first before I got a cell phone in prison. And man, I went on that internet for the first time in my life. It was over. I couldn't believe that life was out there. So it prepared me in so many different ways because I realized that a lot of people that was in the free world, it was more people in the free world in prison than there was in prison. Their minds was locked up and fortified. They was afraid to fly, you know, and I was like, okay, when I get out there, I got them. I knew that I had them because I just knew that people, I don't know. It was just like everybody was standing still. And that technology gave me the head start because I'm saying to myself, I grew up at a time where you couldn't walk around with a computer in your pocket. Computer was this big box, heavy, you know, that you might only have a couple in your school and stuff like that. It was slow. But you mean to tell me y'all gave me a computer in my pocket? So as I started being on social media, I'm studying that. I'm studying marketing more. I'm studying I'm studying how people wasn't making a human connection a lot. I'm studying how people on social media wasn't telling their story, wasn't just being them. So I said, damn, when I go home, I'm gonna do this Anthony Bourdain thing, but I'm gonna do it in a different way. I'm gonna advertise people coming there. I always look at myself like I'm a marketer. So I'm looking at that, but then I'm also saying to myself, it's gonna be great for me because when I come home, it's like I'm a foreigner.
Marketing is just storytelling.
Yes, great storytelling.
That's all it is.
And
every good story illustrates good marketing.
But marketing also is bravery too.
Your marketing act 2 from act 1,
yeah,
right?
But it's also bravery too, because you know how many people out here that's probably listening to this show, they got products, is afraid to get on social media and market them. They're too cool. They're too afraid. They don't want people to say something to them. Hold up, you got products and you're not marketing them? You know what I mean? So are they not willing to connect with the people that can market them? Because marketing is not for everybody. You might be a creator, but that don't mean you know how to market it. But also, when I was coming home, I'm like, oh man, it's like me, I'm coming home, I'm a foreigner. And the reason I was saying I was a foreigner, because I'm gonna get out here and take advantage of the opportunities that America have while everybody else playing games. And that's what foreigners do. They come over here and they tear this shit up. They tear it up. So I always look at myself like I'm a foreigner because I was off the planet for so many long. Like I wasn't even a part of America because inside of a prison, that's a whole different world. So I just came home and I said, I'm gonna destroy this shit. And that's what I do. Because I was like, who's gonna, like Max, If you decide to do something tomorrow, start something, to shoot a film, do whatever, start a clothing line, start a burger joint, do pop-up burgers, nobody's going to jump in your way and stop you. Nobody. They're too focused on trying to materialize the ideas that everybody else have for them. They're too busy saying yes to people. They're too busy, trying to be accepted by people that don't even like themselves. So, that's how I look at it. But, that's my story.
No, I love it, man. That's why I love America, bro. It's like
anything is possible. It's never over.
Amen.
In America, it's never over. You could do anything you want to do. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody going to get in your way. But oh no, you can't believe in your dreams. You can't. Nobody's going to do that. So you just got to be up on your stuff.
So much opportunity.
There's a lot of it.
Just got to pick yourself up.
Yes.
By your bootstraps. And I mean, like the fact that, as you said, now we each have like a supercomputer in our pockets.
You got a supercomputer in your pocket, and what it do is it helped you get things done, expedite the process a lot.
And now AI, ChatGPT.
Yeah, they got all type of stuff.
Free?
Yeah,
You're telling me that's free? It's crazy.
It's like the new Google. Like Google on steroids, what Google used to be.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Man, I'm inspired. So at this point now, you've got multiple bestsellers under your belt.
Yeah.
Multiple books, self-published.
Self-publishers.
Major publishers.
Major publishers too.
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, all that. Yes.
Damn.
Just work. Just put the work in. Pace yourself. Try to figure out how could you do it in everything you need to do in 60 days out of a year.
And at what point did it become clear to you that you were on the right path, that you were living in alignment with your potential?
When I was just seeing the results, the instant results, like just instant results. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how do you measure that? Is it like money? Is it like
no? It's not. It's not always about the money. It's about impact. It's about how the people see it. Like I dropped my own sneaker. Airplanes. I got a clothing line called Airplanes to Hotel. I dropped my own sneaker about a couple months ago. Sold 2,000 pair in 2 hours.
Whoa!
My own website. No paid ads, none of that. Just me marketing my stuff.
That's your own sneaker line.
Yes. Airplanes and hotels. So it's like I just believe in me. I believe in me. I ain't like shit. I'm gonna get up and promote mines. Every day I'm gonna promote mine. You're gonna see me promote my book every day. Like, who gonna tell me to stop? Who gonna jump in my way? Nobody. Who gonna stop me from uploading? Nobody. So I'm gonna do my thing, And that's how I see it, Max.
Just so inspiring. I love it. Yeah, you either lock in or you clock in.
You lock in or you gonna get locked out.
You're gonna get locked out.
That's how you gotta look at it, man. You lock in or you gonna get locked out, So I just look at myself and I say to myself, like, everything is possible. And that's why I created this book. Because one thing about this book is basically a knowledgeable social media. You know how you look at what's the name? You go on social media. And when you go on social media, right? You go on social media and you see all this information. Some of it is meaningless, some of it is not. Let's read simple stuff. Read that, and then read this. So it's like they go to post and they go to caption.
There's always someone willing to work harder and cheaper. Never get comfortable. Amen. All right, let's see. There's always someone willing to work harder for less. Too many people land a position and assume they're irreplaceable. They stop pushing, they stop improving, they start coasting. But the truth is, in a world with billions of people, you're not the only one who can do what you do. There's always someone out there who's hungrier, more focused, more skilled, or willing to do the same job for less. Man, ain't that the truth?
Read the next page.
The next page?
You go to the next page and read that, and then read the caption.
Nanny once said, when you stop moving, you stop moving. Nanny always had a way of dropping gems without even trying. I remember calling her one day while she was out in downtown Philly. I said, Nanny, what are you doing down there? Did you drive? She said, no, baby, I didn't drive. I got to move around. Mm-hmm. I laughed and said, Nanny, come on now, sit down and relax. And she hit me with something I'll never forget. All my friends are gone, but I'm still here because I keep moving. When you stop moving, you stop moving. And I ain't ready to stop. Man, so good.
You know what I'm saying? So go one more. Let's give one more.
Yeah, wow.
One more.
Stop asking for permission to live. Get out of that prison. That's what you literally did.
Mm-hmm.
Stop asking for permission. Break out of the mental prison. Some of the most confined people are walking free, not behind bars, but trapped in mental prisons, boxed in by fear, doubt, and the need for approval. Too many people are stuck waiting for validation, waiting for someone to say, go ahead, you can do it. But here's the truth. It's your life, and you don't need permission to live it. Stop looking to people who aren't in control of their own lives to co-sign yours. Stop delaying your dreams, your growth, and your purpose because you're afraid to step outside the box they put you in. You're already free. Now go live like it. Damn, it's so good, man.
Simplistic.
Yeah. Well, how do people? I mean, I'm so inspired talking to you and just reading what I read, which is like a tiny fraction of this book. Like, yeah, I'm fired up. But how do people take the plan, take it off the page, and actually get started?
They got to want to win. And I realize it's for the people that's ready. Winning ain't for everybody because it's a discipline and it's something that you got to do every day in order to win. And you can't get tired of doing that. You can't get fatigued. You got to be willing to say, you know what? I want to get up every day and I want to choose me. In choosing me, I want to do what's good for me. I want to read more. I want to walk more. I want to eat better. I want to work out. Whatever it may be. Your alarm got to come on. And when your alarm come on, you got to be willing to stay in that pocket. Whatever it is that you really want for yourself. Everything ain't in that book, but everything is in that book. Everything that you need, and there's something for everybody that's in there that's looking for that push in some type of way. You read multiple different things in there.
Yeah.
From different walks, different ways. But it's tapping into different areas of life. It's just like this. You want it or you don't. That's it. Life or death.
Yeah, you either want it or you don't.
Life or death. How we doing this? You know, because you got to remember you're not going to be here forever. Think about it.
Yeah.
You got to think about this. You shot a documentary, it took you 10 years. You did it. That's something you wanted to do, and you dedicated yourself, and you finished it. Put it in theaters, had people seeing it. When you finished that, it wasn't about money. What excited you more is the fact that when you came out to talk about the documentary after everybody was clapping in the theater,
Yeah.
you felt like, yeah, this is it. That was your Oscar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's so true.
that's how you do that. You got to check it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you don't want it hard enough, bad enough, no amount of motivation, there's no amount of pep talks, motivational quotes, like nothing's going to move the needle.
You got to understand.
If you want it.
You got discipline and you got motivation. Motivation is when me and you go on the field and we play football and the crowd is there clapping and cheering us on. That's motivation. Discipline is when we in the locker room and nobody's there and we working out. When you're in the weight room, when you're ready to go eat that food and your food is portioned out to make sure you're eating the right stuff in your body when nobody else is looking. When you say, no, I'm going to eat right. When you say, no, it's raining, but I got to get up here and I got to run these 3 miles tonight. And you put your hoodie on and you just run it. That's when you want to be a winner, when you're able to do that. Not when you're just on the field and you hype, because the things you do, the discipline is going to make you be great on that field when it's game time. You got to keep the main thing the main thing.
You got to keep the main thing the main thing. It's so true. Yeah, it's like you're not getting accolades when you're meeting your protein target for the day, when you're quietly showing up to the gym, grinding through a workout. Like there's no likes, there's no congratulations. There's no. Yeah. That's like the inner game.
Yeah. It's deep.
It's so true, man. I did this documentary, I was telling you, for 10 years, Little Empty Boxes, and we spent over $500,000 on the project. Again, 10 years of my life, and it was such a slog, and there were so many moments where I felt like I was, like, it wasn't going to see the light of day, and I felt like a failure because of it. And that sense of failing was magnified by the fact that the film was about my mom. Mm-hmm. So I had this weight on my shoulders of like really wanting to memorialize what it was that my mom was going through and share her story, which is also the why behind everything else that I put out into the world, my books, the podcast, everything. And so it was really hard at times, but I persevered. And whenever I had the opportunity to talk about it, I would talk about it. Even if there was a voice in my head that was like, don't bring it up. Like, what's the use? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's dead in the water, but I would just bring it up, and I would bring it up. And ultimately, over the course of that 10 years, like in the latter part of that decade, like I met a couple of people just in doing that helped me bring it to light. And we launched it in a bunch of theaters. It's on Apple TV. It's on Amazon Prime. I mentioned we spent over $500,000 to make it. We made back like a tiny fraction of that. Mm-hmm. But that's it. It's like what you said. It's like it was never done for the money. It was always just about getting to say that I finished it, mm-hmm. that I finished the job.
You put some art out there that's going to be out here forever.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. You did it, though. I mean, people want to shoot a doc and ain't start yet. They've been trying to shoot a doc since 83. Ain't do nothing.
Yeah, people, why? Well, what do you do? I mean, you're so accomplished, and you're mentally, what I pick up from you is that you're mental, you're very well muscled mentally. You're tough. But when negative thoughts do arise, fear, doubt, how do you handle those emotions?
They momentarily, because I just understand that I'm a human still, and I just deal with them. I just get right to them. That's bullshit. You can make this shit happen. Because I'm really crazy. When I say crazy is, I believe anything that I think of, anything that I conceptualize, I can materialize. I think in my mind, I could do anything. I really believe that shit. So that's half the battle for me. And I realize the crazy people win the most out here because they're not over analytical. The smart people they think too fucking much. Oh, I got this great idea. Then they're going to think of 15 different ways, 15 different ideas of why that idea won't work. When you crazy, you just be locked in.
Yeah.
You be blind, don't have no money to do it. You just going to do that shit. And I think that's what helped me.
Yeah, you almost have to be like a little bit naive, a little bit, almost a little stupid. I mean, I guess like I was completely ignorant to the documentary process when I started it. Mm-hmm. If I knew that we were only going to make back a fraction of what we spent on it, that was going to take me 10 years to do, I probably never would have done it. I probably would have gone to medical school instead or something.
That's why being crazy helped you, because you was crazy enough to believe in your dreams, and you would have rather been crazy and done it and not be so, that's why, if you notice, naive is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful place, because what it don't fortify you. When you're up on everything, when you're too hip for shit, it blocks you. It blocks your imagination. It blocks so much, and it stops you from just living. When you're naive, you just be out here living. So now you're gonna try things. You ain't gonna be fearful. You ain't gonna be too scared of shit. Once your naivete leave, now you're just paranoid, and it hurts you in the end. And for me being in prison all them years, it fortified my imagination. Being in my 20s, most of my 30s. I ain't had to deal with everyday life out here to deteriorate people's imagination. So when I came out of prison at 37, I still had my imagination intact. I wasn't afraid of nothing.
Yeah, you know, another anecdote. Like my parents had a clothing company in my parents grew up poor, and they got together, got married, and they together launched a clothing company in New York City, like a manufacturing company that for a good decade and a half did like really well, and it afforded me like a really good childhood, you know, growing up in New York. And over the years, whenever I would express like doubt to my parents about like a project, if I wanted to do a project, or you know, if it was like work related or just like a personal, like creative project. And if I ever had the sense that like, oh, but what's the point? Like, it's been done before. My dad would always say, before we launched our company, you think people were walking around naked?
Shit, that's deep.
You know, like there was clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we did it. We did it anyway, you know? Because nobody's going to be able to bring to the vision you know.
Got something special.
Yeah.
You know, you got to believe in that shit though.
You do. There's value in that.
Mm-hmm.
There's value in that for sure. What would you say your why is? That's like what would you say coming out on the other side of all this tumult and tribulation? Like, what excites you about showing up every day to do what you do?
At one point, you know, it changed. This place in my life now is like, why not? Why do you have to have a why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? How about that? Why not? Just because I want to leave something here. That's it. It ain't that deep no more. Because it changes. But why not?
I love that Anthony Bourdain was your early inspo, though.
That's my guy.
That's crazy.
I was watching him last night, man. It's crazy. He just that guy. Because he would be around the world, man, living it up. Just everywhere. He'd be everywhere, man. And I'd be like, damn, I got to go everywhere like that. And it's just, he trying different foods. He talking, having the greatest conversations in the world. He was just carefree. Just see him walking down the street, walking to a restaurant, talk to the chef or the owner, table, he had some food. He was a conversationalist. Next level, you know, so.
But he also like, I mean, lots of people travel, but there was something about him. Like he
went to some different places.
Yeah.
Like he went inside. It was different. He wasn't no outskirt guy. And he ate some of the shit. He just eat some crazy stuff. I used to be like, oh. Like, but he was that guy.
He was a real one.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. But it's like you know, when we started the conversation, you were like, I'm in LA, sun is shining, it's beautiful out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you bring that.
Damn, thank you.
Like you got what he's got.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
He was great. He was the GOAT.
Yeah, yes, he was.
What a loss, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else do you want people to know?
I just want people to know you're not always going to have a chance to do what you want to do because you're not always going to be here. Take advantage of your time. Take advantage of life and just throw it out there. Fuck. Win, lose, draw, just do it because you never know what could happen. And go get my book. Yes to You, No to Them, wherever books are available. Get it.
Go get Wallo's book. Well, Wallo, thanks for coming on, man. This was super
Appreciate
fun.
you, Max.
Yeah, thank you for letting me read some passages of your book.
This is a genius life right here.
It is.
Genius life.
Amen. And you're on it, brother.
Appreciate you.
I've got one last question for you, but before we get to that, just remind people where they can pick up your book, and if they're not already following you after this conversation, where they can find you on social media.
You can follow me at WALLO267, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Wallo267. Get my book, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and everywhere else books are sold. Your local bookstore. If they, go in your bookstore and tell them, yo, you need to get this book. They ain't got it. If you like to support Independent bookstores, go to the independent bookstore and get it. If you like to go on Amazon, get it. But anywhere books are sold, yes to you, no to them. June 16th, everywhere.
Everywhere. What's the 267?
That was my prison number, part of my prison number, so I can remember where I came from and where I ain't going back to.
Wow.
My prison number was DG267.
Wow.
So I took that.
Damn. Cool, man. Well, the last question that gets asked to everybody on the show, what does living a genius life mean to you?
Relaxing, eating good, and around people that love me unconditionally.
And a good hotel shower.
Oh, well, yeah, I forgot the shower. Pressure, it got to be like, that's everything. I don't care about too much, but that shower.
That's everything. Amen. Well, thanks for coming out.
Appreciate you, Max.
Thank you guys for listening. Share this episode with friends and loved ones that you think may benefit from it, or at the very least be highly inspired by it. Pick up yes to you, no to them, and I will catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, if you like that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.